Hello, my name is Mona Haydarian, and the project I worked on that had a steep learning curve was my master's thesis research. My project needed cross sections of mice spinal cords. In order to obtain these cross sections, I needed to learn how to use a cryostat machine, which is essentially a very cold machine that has inside of it a sliding mount for the tissue and a fixed blade over that mount. It was quite challenging for me at the beginning. Not only do your hands have to adjust to working inside a freezing machine, but if you do not slice or plate the tissue properly, that whole section has to be discarded because the tissue will be useless. My hands were not used to working in the extreme cold of the machine, and so for the first few weeks I had to wear wool gloves under my sectioning gloves, which were slightly bulky and hampered my dexterity. For my experiments, I needed to plate 3 sections per slide at 5 microns, which is very thin. I had to learn how to properly slice and then how to properly affix the slice section onto the slide. This took practice by first slicing at 9 microns and then slowly changing the number down to the needed size. Plating was another hurdle, because even if you made the most beautiful slice, that would all go to waste if you did not plate the tissue properly. This would cause wrinkles or missing chunks in your plated slides, which would need to be thrown out. Once I got the hang of slicing, I was then able to focus on my plating technique. I had to learn which side to put the cross section on and at what angle to tilt it in order to get a smooth tissue fixed on the slide. After mastering plating one tissue on a slide, I then had to learn how to fix 3 sections per slide. I did this by adjusting my technique to fix my first section on slightly off center and working from the left to the right to fix the other sections. After all of my practicing, I was sectioning like a pro, and I no longer needed to wear wool gloves under my sectioning gloves. This soon became one of my favorite activities to do in the lab.